Hey everybody, Celia with Plano Trading. I have my bin here. I want to go through for my springtime houseplant items, or just my houseplant bin in general. So stick around, I'm going to show you what I have and what I'm getting prepared for this spring. First things up, the repotting mat. I talk about it, I swear, every single time I talk about houseplant goods or items, what you need. This is in the top 3, if not number 1, what I'd recommend any houseplant goer has is a repotting mat. This thing snaps together. You can do your repotting in there, you can do your propagations in here, whatever you need to do, you can put it inside of here. You can even do watering inside of here if you want to, because it's plastic, you can just drain it out down the drain. Fantastic addition to your setup if you don't have it. Super cheap, $5-10 bucks. We actually might be working on our own here, so if you're looking out for that, be on the lookout. I will be posting you guys some more, but I think we might be getting a Plano Trading branded one here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for that. But number 1 is definitely a repotting mat. In my bag of goods, we have fertilizer, right? So this is just actual regular fertilizer. This is bloom juice. This is more for plants that blossom, or bloom. So this is I use for the peace lily. This is for like the cactuses that bloom or anything that blooms. So if even we get flowers and stuff like that, I'll do this with it. This is mostly, it's a lot of stuff for outside as well, but can work for your indoor houseplants. But definitely you're going to need fertilizer for the spring, summer, fall, pretty much any time besides winter. You're going to want to be fertilizing every couple of weeks or weekly if you're going to do it week. We talked about it, weekly for these fertilizers, but it's fantastic. This elm dirt, great. Haven't had any issues with it. We used to use Miracle Grow. That was good, the instant plant feeding. This is you just dilute it and water your plants with it. Have no issues with it, but any fertilizer will work as long as you're getting your plants nutrients. That's all that really matters. Whether it's the bloom juice, whether it's plant juice, whether it's whatever fertilizer, if you make homemade fertilizer, or the food spikes, whatever works, just make sure you're fertilizing your plants. Number 3 is gloves. So these kind of gloves, gardening gloves or plastic gloves, any type of glove is going to be very useful when you are working with plants, especially repotting them or just doing propagation, stuff like that, anything with dirt. Just because you're gonna get a lot of stuff under your fingernails. I know you can wash it off a lot, but if you're in a hurry and you want to stay clean, or your hands are clean, or if you have rings on or whatever, maybe you don't want to take them off, definitely some type of cover for your hands, a glove would work perfectly. You can get those disposable ones, or get some gardening gloves or mechanics gloves, whatever works for you, whatever feels comfortable. Definitely be better than nothing, so the dirt doesn't get under you. And sometimes the potting mix has some little sticks in there that you can get splinters from, so that's why I like having a little pair of gloves on the side. Number 4, it has to do with pests and gnats and mosquitoes and everything of that sort that comes to houseplants. Definitely gnats, spider mites, and I think those are the two big ones for sure. These are mosquito bits. This will help with, when you're watering, you can put this in your water and water with it. This will help kill any larvae of either spider mites or gnats. It doesn't kill the adult ones, which is fine, but at least kills the larvae so it doesn't reproduce. As well as neem oil helps a lot. We don't have any, we actually need to order some, but neem oil is a fantastic thing to have, especially for houseplants, especially in the springtime. It helps keep the gnats under control, if not kill them all. If you catch it early enough, that neem oil will pretty much get rid of all your gnats. Combined with this, you'll be gnat free. You'll be just fine. As well, get yourself a little sticky traps. If you do have gnats and they're starting to fly around, these yellow sticky traps are fantastic. You can either line them inside your pot or put them right outside your pot. But this combined with mosquito bits and neem oil, the trifecta of getting rid of gnats. Would highly recommend. We've done it multiple times. Whenever we have a gnat infestation, it maybe happens once every other year, once every 3 years. This is the trifecta that gets rid of all of them within a week. So definitely pick up some of these, if not one of these items. Number 5 is a moisture meter. This is a moisture meter, light gauge, temperature gauge, and a pH gauge, but mostly for the moisture. You stick this inside your plant and it'll tell you if it's wet or dry, depending on how far you go down. It reads off this little tip down here. So if you go like halfway down, it's like, oh, it's wet, and you go to the bottom, it's dry. Take with that information you need per plant, of course, but this definitely helps, especially in the winter time. I find myself using this a lot, not as much in the spring, but in the spring I do use it. But in the winter time, it's hard to tell at the bottom, especially if it's starting to get a little bit cold. It can get a little kind of crusty there at the bottom and maybe soak up a little bit more water, or just doesn't hold water at all. So this definitely helps when you don't have to stick your finger in the plant and be like, oh, how wet is the top 2 inches of soil? But if you want to check the entire plant, really good for like snake plants, cactuses, stuff that you're going to let out dry completely before watering, because it's hard to check the very bottom of the pot. This is a 8-inch, I believe, here, so I think you can get some longer ones if you need to, but definitely pick up a moisture meter if you do not have one. I got 2 more things here. One of these is wire, so this is some soft tie wire, so it doesn't hurt the plant as much, but there's a little rubber coating, but it's just wire on the inside here. This helps with stakes, so if you put up stakes in your plants, like any, I have one in my snake plant actually, that helps the center one stay up and you just wrap it around. Same with my jade. I have a couple sticks in there just because otherwise it gets a little too top heavy and starts to spurt or goes down. Same with like pileas or something like that. Anything that you want to grow vertically, I would definitely recommend getting this with some stakes. Stakes you can use whatever you want pretty much, but I would totally recommend getting some of the soft tie stuff. It doesn't hurt the roots or like the base of the plant as much just because it's not just that pure wire. So when you take it off, it's not gonna have just like a ring around it. It gives it a little more wiggle room. Same with it is pretty squishy as well. So would really recommend some type of wire with some type of rubber padding on the outside if you were going to use it. And last but not least, this is just a spray bottle, an empty spray bottle. It's a nice glass one here that we got from a local plant store, but any spray bottle would do great. If you buy neem oil concentrate, you can dilute it and spray it on your plants. Same with like fertilizer if you want to fertilize your plant with spraying it, or if you're just gonna mist it, or you can use soap and water to help get rid of pests as well. There's just so many things that you can do with a spray bottle with houseplants that pick one up. You can get a plastic one for a couple dollars or one of these glass ones for $10, $15, some nicer ones. Just look around. I would recommend it. There's so much you can do with it, like I said. Help with misting in the summer, especially like your succulent stuff that needs to stay a little bit more moist and humid. Or if you're gonna help with cleaning your plants as well, you can put a little soap, apple cider vinegar, help with killing the plants. Or if you wanna just spray some water on the leaves and wipe them down, that works as well, just to clean them. But those are my items that I have, a whole bunch of stuff. Let me know what I'm forgetting. There's probably stuff I'm forgetting that I need to buy or that I ran out of, or stuff that I've never used. So please, please, please let me know what you use for your houseplants and that I'm missing in my kit. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys around.